It's Doc South here, and whew, just thinking about again another Chatterbox moment. As I think we did mention earlier that how Don Hall of the Chatterbox built this beautiful control sector for me. Yeah, it was like a little studio on wheels that worked rather well indoors. But as many of you recall, at the Chatterbox, from about I guess April or so, somewhere around April May to sometime in October, I'd often be outside at the Chatterbox. Definitely, I would say from May to September. When we were doing the Wanderers Cruise Night, I'd be out on the patio. And gee, the people I used to sit with on that patio as I did my show and also my internet broadcast. Sometimes things got so whacked out that frankly I was having trouble maintaining my broadcast, playing the records, and oh my gosh, all the fill in requests. Things would get very nutty. Of course, when the Wanderers Cruise Night had a very pleasant weather night, it was just sheer bedlam. There was nothing nothing you could do but hang on. It was just amazing. A couple hundred hot rods, people all over the place coming over to say hello. Hey, can you play Earth Angel again? And oh my gosh, one thing after another. And of course, people on the web emailing in from the broadcast. We had listeners in China, Australia, Necong, New Jersey. I mean, yeah, out in Bangor, Pennsylvania, or near Bangor. It was it. By the end of the night, I was, and I got to say, it was cool. Now that I think back, it was intense. I mean, when I hit the button on the first song on a Saturday early afternoon, I knew, man, this it was going to be bedlam till till nighttime. I know usually in the for the morning show that would start around 10ish. I'd have Vinny and his crew sitting around me, and these were all old timers, like me, who remembered the doo-wop era, and they wanted to hear doo-wop. So they'd be talking, telling stories, yakking with each other. I'd have my headphones on. I couldn't really hear them, but they go like this to me, and I'd say, "Yeah, well, you guys, hey, could you play? I don't know, Looking for an Echo, Kenny Vance? Yeah, yeah, sure, I'll get it. Play it next." I said, "I don't know if I can play it next, but I'll give me a chance. I'll find it." You know, and oh my God. And they'd have all these, they'd have a list. Then they'd go in to eat. Someone else would come by and sit down. There was one fella, I think was a truck driver. He used to like to sit and just jabberjaw. And, it was pretty cool. People would come by with their dogs as dogs, dogs were allowed to eat on the patio or be with their people. They couldn't go inside unless they were seeing eye dogs. And it was like that. It was just intense. And then sometimes you'd have something special going on. Like we had Henry Winkler there. Yeah, Fonzie. He was signing autographs and doing a meet and greet. And my God, there was a line stretched around you see my arm around picture my head being the Chatterbox. Yeah, people all around 2 or 3 times. It was like this. If you were looking at it from the air, it was like this big spiral of people. And Henry Winkler, to his credit, raised, I think, a bucket of money for charity. Everybody was having a ball. They were taking hunks off their car to have the Fonz decorate, autograph the dashboard or whatever, or the steering wheel. I mean, it just amazing. And then usually at night, the Wanderers, if it was a warm enough night, they'd sit out on the patio right near where I was, again, DJing, and they'd have their supper. Yeah, they'd all, have their burgers and double dog baskets and voila. And Of course, sometimes I know there was one guy brought a stock car racer, from a dirt track, like the dirt tracks I used to attend to when I was rescued down in North Carolina. This guy said, "Hey Doc, do you think they'll mind if I fire it up?" I said, "Wait, that's an actual stock car racer?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh my God, you better ask Don and tell him the truth now. Tell him it's going to be earth-shatteringly loud." He says, "Yeah, I'll tell him." I said, "You better tell him." And the guy says, "Yeah, yeah." Well, he found. In fact, I said, "Bring Don to me." Okay, and so yeah, we he brought Don over, and Don said, "No, Doc, it's okay. I know it's going to be loud. No muffler on that thing, right?" The guy says, "No, no muffler." He said, "Oh man." He said, "Doc, I tell you what, warn the people. Warn the people, okay?" I said, "Yeah." And I guess folks gathered around, and I told folks that if you got kids, make sure you're holding them. It's going to be loud. Be ready to grab their ears. Okay. And I said, "Charlie, let her rip." Man, he fires that thing up, and you thought a bomb was going off. If Chef Reyes was cooking, what is it, quiches, they would have collapsed. Now, I don't think he was doing a quiche, but oh my God. The guy drove around once, around not at high speed, but just coasting pretty much around the place. But oh my heavens, the hills still echo with that racket. And it was just amazing. And there'd always be someone come out of the crowd and say, "Hey, I need a jump start. Does anyone have any jumper cables? Can you?" I'd say, "Yeah, let me make an announcement." And here come, a fella here needs jumper cables. Can anyone help? And like that. And Saturday at the Chatterbox was, honest to Pete, it was absolutely the wildest, and it was always so much fun. God love a duck. I remember one time, like I said, the Cindy Williams was there from Laverne and Shirley, and she was signing autographs along with a few others. It wouldn't have been the Fonz; it was some other people. I can't think of all their names now. One of the guy, it was some of the people from American Graffiti. Am I right? I think that's it. And one of the movies about being a teenager in the 50s, and she was in the movie. Um, and I don't know, most everybody went inside, and she was just kind of sitting in the dark with me playing records, and we're talking. I was saying how I so much admired Lenny and Squiggy, and oh, that started like a half-hour conversation of all the shenanigans they would pull. She honestly said that you never knew what they were going to do. They just let the camera roll and try to hang on. That's what I hear. And but she was just, she says, "God, you've got the best gig ever here, playing these records, and God, it's such good music, and this is wonderful. Absolutely." She says it couldn't be any better. I said, "No, and look, I got that beautiful valley I can look down into the night. Sometimes the moon comes up from that end. It's the moon rises over there. When it's a full moon, it's just beautiful. People coming by, and hamburgers." She says, "Yeah, yeah." She says, "You got it good, pal." She says, "You do." I said, "Well, thank you." And it was now that I think about it, yeah, it was pretty darn nice. It was one wonderful place to be on Saturdays. It was nice anytime, but Saturdays especially. Yeah, well. Anyway, friends, I'll see you later. Thank you, and God bless. Just another observation of that wonderful place, the good old Chatterbox. We'll see you later. Bye now.